Hey everybody, and welcome to my in5 series where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Jean Voyage writes in and asks about using a 2000 MPC 2000 XL with a Teenage Engineering TX-6, and specifically was asking what cables I'm using. A thing that you want to know about the TX-6 in particular is these cables are very thin on the TX-6, so you need to make sure that you have enough width on them to plug them in. These are actually Teenage Engineering branded cables. I just had read when it first came out that this was going to be a problem and decided to just get a whole bunch of TRS 1/8 inch to TS 1/4 inch jack cables here. So I've got enough to hook up at least 6 devices. I also got some of the RCA cables and a couple other ones just in case. But I just want to show you up first. Let's see if I can grab the cable here. I've got this older HOSA cable, and I just want to show you the width of this just will not fit in here. I could put one in and maybe go every other, but you're losing channels of input at this point if you do that. On the other hand, if you end up with a TP7 because you want to have a multi-track recorder to go along with the TX6, I would do this if I wasn't using the USB-C for the actual audio for doing this video, but this is actually spaced out a lot wider. So you could actually, this HOSA cable is actually a little bit too wide, but for something that's reasonably wider, like these other smaller cables I've got, I could kind of fit this in here. It feels a little tight, but even this one, I can't fit two of these side by side. It's just, even though they're close, I'll just show you, like they're very similar in profile, but if I stack them on top of each other, you can see this width here, it's just enough to really push it. And this is an expensive device, so you really don't want to be cramming in cables in the back here and then possibly busting up your jacks, because I'm sure that's not cheap to repair. That said, again, if you're going to do multi-track recording, or if you decide that instead of the TX6 you wanted the TP7 for just doing 3-channel recording or 3 stereo channel recording, you got more clearance between the jacks on the back here, so you actually can get these side by side, whereas you just can't do that on the TX6. A couple things I also just want to point out for the TX6 is, so a nice thing about it is that it will actually function pretty well in a couple different modes. So if I unplug this first jack, and you might not be able to see very well on the display. I'll try and hold it up here, but if I plug this in, it's now asking me a question is this a stereo? Is it a mono that I'm merging the two signals together? Is it stereo, or is it a split where the left and right are just two separate channels? I usually go stereo just because that's how I typically work. But yeah, if you've got a 2000 XL and you can just go to that right setting for split, and you can get 12 channels of input. So that'll get you, I believe the 2000 XL, if I remember correctly, has 8 outputs. So you could use just 4 channels, and you still have 2 channels free to work with. Another nice feature of the TX6, if you don't know, is you have this aux output that you can route any of your channels to aux. I traditionally, quite typically, have the aux going back to the inputs. So the inputs here are on the MPC 1000. So I've just got that going out. And then I just make sure that whatever my main outputs are that I'm typically using, which happens to be 1 and 2 here, or the stereo outputs, I just have those going into here, and then I just don't send it to aux. You get to the aux menu, if I remember correctly, by holding aux, you hold down the value that you want. The aux button's right here. Hold down the channel you want, and then you just kind of scroll clockwise to increase gain or counterclockwise to decrease gain. So, there's a ton of functionality and features in the TX6. I know a lot of people complain how expensive it is. It is very pricey. You're really paying for the size, and it's not always a fun device to use if you're trying to do some serious mixing and mastering real time. These knobs are not great for that. But for me, I just wanted something that's going to work and function exactly the same. if I'm out on the road or at home trying to set stuff up. So I can just like toss this in my backpack, and if I'm going on a trip, and be able to do all the mixing, mastering, and everything that I would normally be doing. So it just feels and looks the same if I'm on home, at home, or on the road. You are paying a premium price though, so um, I don't know. It's definitely worth thinking about. But I hope that helps you out, Jean Voyage, and gets you kind of set up. I don't know what the exact specifications are for the width, but I bet you can go find on like um, on Reddit or something. Somebody must have posted like what the width of this is. It's like, I don't know. It's only like a few millimeters. It's very thin. But I mean, these cables have, just for anybody that's interested, these cables have lasted me for quite a while. Like they've taken up some punishment. I've had Hosa cables or other ones like fail on me. I haven't had any of these fail on me yet, so I'm hoping that they're higher quality, even though they're more expensive. Anyway, Jean, thank you for the question. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.